Okay, so now we want to do the forgot password functionality. So essentially what will happen is when we click here, we should get navigated to a new page that prompts us with questions to answer or a form, and then we fill in the form and we should get a password reset sent to our email address. So I've already imported the UI for this forgot password in here. What we now need to do is link it up with our routing. So if we go in app.tsx in here, I'm just going to do a new one called const of forgot password, and essentially this is the forgot password page. So forgot password, lazily importing that in from the new forgot password page in here, and what we want to do again is just render this out like so, and then again we need to add the forgot password enum to the route. So let's go ahead and do that, which is essentially going to be /forgot password like this. And then if we go into the forgot password page over here, essentially we have a page layout with the header and then a main tag. In the main tag, we have a forgot password form. If we go into that one, which is in the modules in here, we now have a forgot password function that we have not created. Essentially, this form has an input which says enter your email address, which is here. And then when we click the submit button, this will then reset a password. So we now need to create this forgot password function over here. So let's go in our Firebase folder at the top in authentication. I'm going to create a new folder in here called password auth or forgot. Actually, we'll just do forgot password, or you can actually do password auth instead. So this is anything to do with your password in here, and then I'm going to create a new file called index.ts. So now we want to create the forgot password function. So let's quickly do export const forgot password like this. And essentially what I want to do is just console log the forgot password like that. So now if I save, I want this to be lowercase, and then we want to import this in over here. So again, let's import this in from the Firebase authentication password auth. Now forgot password receives email as a string and navigate, which is navigate function. So let's pass these in as arguments. So email is going to be a string and navigate is going to be of type navigate function. And this is what we have used previously. This is coming from React Router DOM, and all I want to do is also render out the email. So now if I save, let's just make sure everything is hooked up. So if we go into here and click forgot password, it's not working. So let's just quickly save everything then. So if we go into our login page, what we need to do is we need to navigate when we click the forgot password, and that will be in login form. If we scroll down, it says here ahref forgot password. This now needs to change. So this is now link to, and this is coming from React Router DOM. So we just need to access routes enum, and then it's dot forgot password. And then we also need to import this link at the top. So now it should all work and we should get access to the forgot password page. So let's click forgot password. So now you can see it goes to /forgot password. And now essentially, if I inspect in the console, I'm just going to click reset password, and you can see email is required. So if I type in some random string in here, so this is test, and if I click again, it needs to be an email address, my email address, click reset password, and then it says forgot password, imrancodes@gmail.com. So now that is all linked up. We now need to handle the function. So let's close everything off. So in forgot password, what I want to do is I want to, first of all, again, as we have been doing using async functions. So that's an async function. We want a try and catch block in here. So now let's save. And then in the try block, what I want to do is check, first of all, if there's an email. So again, check email exists. And what you could also do is test to see if it's a valid email or not. But what I'm going to do is do an if check. So if email is equal to empty, then please enter your email address and return like so. So that's the first thing I want to do. But the main thing is we want to send a password reset email. So this is essentially where we await and call in the Firebase method. So essentially it's send password reset email. So if we import that in from Firebase Auth, and if we hover over it, it says here it needs auth, email, and action code settings. So action code settings are optional, but essentially if we import auth in and now save, that should satisfy everything for us. And then what we could also do is navigate to the login page, because essentially the user to go to the login page and log in once they've reset their password. So let's go ahead and try if that works. And again, the catch can stay the same. That's not going to change until we handle the Firebase errors. So now let's try this and see if it works. So if I click reset password, it's navigated us to the login page, but we should get an email. So let's go ahead and check that. So now you can see here, I've got an email saying reset your password for project. And then this is the email here of what we see. So let's click through to that. And now we're getting this UI over here saying reset your password for imrancodes@gmail.com. So I can put in a new password this time. So this password is going to be Firebase Auth, and let's just check that one. So that's what is going to be the new password. So let's save that now. And now it says you can now sign in with your new password. So that's quite handy. So if I go into here and put in my email and my password, which essentially is the one I pasted in, and press sign in. So now what's happened is it has successfully signed me in, because otherwise it would show the error if the password was wrong, saying that essentially you got the wrong password and we need to put in the right one. But again, this will all become clear when we handle the errors correctly. But at the minute, it's all fine, it's all working, and this was our password that we've logged in with, along with the username over here. So that essentially is how you would reset your password with Firebase. You will literally just go into the login page, forgot password, put in your email address, and then reset password. So now what we're going to be doing next is we've done the password auth, so forgot password. Next, what we want to do is also what I imported was this my account page. So in this my account page, we should be able to see all of our account details, and this is where we will update our Firebase auth information in. So essentially we will hook this up, but what will happen is this my account page is only visible when you are logged in as a user. So we will look at that next.